Here from the sunny French Riviera, it is me, Husky, and welcome back to round 5 of the Raising Pals Skip Barber Season 3 World Tour, coming from you from the Monaco Grand Prix circuit, also known as a circuit de jour in other games, which might not have gotten the licensing from Monaco. However, we are racing here today, the Monaco Grand Prix circuit. It's going to be giving the drivers a tricky challenge where their patience, their skill, and their ability to control the car through low-speed corners where the back might want to step out will be put to the test. Be the skill getting the power down as early as possible, finding ways to overtake around the notoriously tight Circuit de Monaco, or just managing to make the most out of any incidents that do occur. I am Husky, and I will be with you for the entirety of today's race at the Circuit de Monaco. This is one that I have very much been looking forward to. Practice is just coming up to a close, which will then mean we move on to qualifying. I am currently just sat on a static camera overlooking the Nivelle chicane, with a nice look over the marina and the very plasticky looking boats, as well as the very gelatin looking water here of the track mod. However, the track itself looks very nice with a lot of trackside objects, and the road system looking very nice as well. You can already see just down in the bottom the amount of tyre marks that have appeared. Drivers have been trying many different lines through the Nivelle chicane tonight, which for some it's been going well. Some people have found that getting as close there as one of the QP cars turns in a bit too early, I think is what we'll say there. He turns in just a bit too early, bangs a wall on the inside, now has to wait. I personally would have gone back to pits, but oh well. We should have as well a full grid tonight of 23 drivers. I don't know where I got the number 37 from. I'm obviously just not understanding how to do English tonight. 23 drivers should be on the grid tonight. The teams are full. Lady Oscar, someone who's been in the previous races that I've seen, makes a return once more to continue his championship dive up the order. Darkius will also be wanting to make moves as well. While we're on that subject, how about we have a look at the standings? So here are the driver standings after the South African Grand Prix, I believe these are, with Ed Costetta in the lead at 90 points, Darkest in second at 87, third is Suicidal Cookie at 83, fourth is Jacob the Snack at 81, fifth is Milt at 79, sixth is Lady Oscar racing for Just Furious tonight at 74, tied seventh is Chris SC7 and Subnai both at 57, ninth is Notley, 10th is Lecture Sloth at 52, 11th is Automated Luxury at 46. Also tied with Hoove in the Groove on the move in the groove, it's Hoove. 13th is Deep Cuts at 45, tied 14th is Trainboy 2005 and Transbaconist from the Canoers and QP respectively at 38 points apiece. Tied 16th is Jort, an Irish clone. Jort, the full-time driver for Penguin Virtuosos, is here tonight as well. He's apparently got his free time back, so it'll be good to see how Jort does on the racing tonight. He's been making very solid progress in the practice. In 18th is Cameron Winters for Denoco at 29 points. In 19th is Nook Gibbon, or Hank for QP, the second QP driver at 25 points. In 20th is Sench for Next Level Racing at 19 points. In 21st is Shiva at 17 points. And in 22nd is Ihab Abbas at 15 points. And then in 23rd is Gons at 12 points. 24th is Yazid at 9 points. 25th is Pedro at 7 points. 25th is Trev Hover, also died at 7 points. And 27th is Cranky HD at 6 points. I believe he is one of the standing drivers. And Danny99 for Just Furious is 28th, and having yet to score a point this season. But if you thought the fun of the points tables were over, we now have the team's championship, which is currently being led by Spectre. However, there are only 4 points in it between Spectre and Penguin Virtuosos, team's champions of last season, Penguin Virtuosos, so they're clearly going to be wanting to hold on to that title for this season's Skippies. In third is Penguin Aficionados, the sister team of Penguin Virtuosos at 129 points, a 39-point gap between themselves and Spectre Racing. In fourth is Denoco at 125, fifth Next Level Racing at 119, sixth Supercritical Racing at 109, seventh is Team Vapor at 91, 8th is QP at 75. 9th is the Canoas at 69. 10th is Wolf Team Racing at 63. And 11th is Just Furious at 37. And yeah, Jake, tonight is going to be a night full of good racing. Monaco is one of those tracks that really does make or break drivers. It's going to be very interesting to see where the different skills of the drivers shine. On that subject, let's have a talk about the circuit. So, on the circuit here, they will start and go into Saint-Devote, then up Rue Rivage, into Massenet and Casino, Mirabeau, the Grand Hotel or train station, it's been both in its life, Portier, through Tunnel, up to the Nouvelle Chicane, which we were just looking at there, through Tabac and the Virage Lou Chiron, or Swimming Pool, as I also know it, Brascasse, and then Anthony Noch to round off a lap here, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, qualifying has just begun, so let us jump on to a... Oh, okay, no, qualifying is just beginning. We will wait to head on to qualifying. I think I didn't turn on my auto start system thing. Sorry. That hurts. That hurts me a lot. Okay, I'm just... Oh, well, AC's crashed anyway, so I'm going to turn it on. Oh, AC, you silly sausage. Why? Must you do me like this? So we are just relaunching AC now. It crashed because I had the audacity to tab out and just make sure that all the stream stuff was running correctly. So, that was good. I really do love when games work. I think we should just be on qualifying. Also, something to note as well. We have a safety car being driven. It's not just me on safety car duty today. Also joining me in the AMG GT3 safety car is our Kansas Dave Bartleby. He was known from the... He skipped Barber series last season. He did back out due to, I think, just not having time to dedicate to the races. He is here today driving the safety car. So be aware that if there is any massive incidents that require a safety car, Dave Bartleby will be coming out in the safety car, which I still love the fact that for some reason the door's open. It's on both of them. It's not just mine. So now here we are on to qualifying. We're going to watch as the cars leave the pits. Here we go. Here come the cars. It's a Just Furious car coming out first. All of others, a Super Critical, a Team Vapor, a Dynaco, and both of the Penguin Burger Sauce cars. The QP, one of the Canoas, I think that was Jacob the Snack there coming out as well. Then one of the Aficionados cars. We are going to try and jump onto someone. Here we go. Let's jump on to second place in the championship, Darkius, for his outlap. We'll see how he does here, heading through the pit exit, which brings you out onto Saint-Devote, up through Rivage onto the way of Casino. 19 minutes tonight in qualifying. Well, 20 minutes, but a minute has passed. Monaco is just one of those circuits where you have to really put the pedal to the metal, but you have to also respect the circuit as well. Otherwise, it's just going to chew you up and spit you back out again, especially here at Hairpin. I'm not 100% sure how the skippies do it. However, you can see full lock. If you go too tight into the hairpin, you are just going to end up sliding into one of the world's most embarrassing crashes. But here comes Darkius through Portier now into Tunnel. A little train of cars ahead of him. I can see one of the Penguin Aficionados, a QP car, and another car I can't quite make out from this this view as he runs up to there we go. As he runs up through the Nouvelle Chicane now towards Tabac. So we are on board with Darkius on the T camera, as well as slowing up to get a bit of a gap there to the Penguin Aficionados cars. You don't want to be stuck in dirty air now as he heads through Swimming Pool. through the chicane that doesn't exist. Well, Dark is slowing up, getting ready for, because out there hitting the tyres, a QP car and a Wolf Team racing car turning up as well as they go through Rascasse. There we go, on to the lap with Darkest. Full speed for Anthony North. On here we go. Towards Sanderbot, down the start-finish straight. Coming out to the left. Might be an interesting strategy there. On the brakes now, down the gears, taking the curve through Sanderbot, having a counter steer there as he gets through to the exit. Now on the run up the hill towards Casino. The goal is just to try and get as close to those walls as you dare. However, this being a street circuit, there is just no margin for error whatsoever. You're either on the track or in a wall. It's very interesting. A few drivers as well have been experimenting with a new setup as well, which has been quite interesting to see. Some drivers have been getting time off it. Some drivers are keeping with the one that Ed Costetta gives out. Oh, Darkest has gone very acute into the hairpin there, managing to keep himself out of the wall on the outside. Now through Portier. How much curve does he get? Not a lot. Having a counter steer again. It's almost as if he has to drift the car around the exits of the corner. That is something I have seen quite a bit throughout the season. Now heading through tunnel. Speed trap 170.3. The top speed through the speed trap 173.1. On the brakes now into the Nivelle chicane. Curb, curb, curb. Close to the wall on the exit. Now towards Tabak, that Penguin Aficionado's car is getting very close for comfort, however. Or through Tabak, there's a bump there, as you can see, just in the apex as well. Through swimming pool, Darkest is going to have to make the overtake in the swimming pool. That might slow him up a little bit. Into swimming pool there. He's got ahead of the Penguin Aficionado's cars, the two Waifu Hunters machines, as they're now called. They're slowing up, maybe to try and give each other some tow. Darkest getting in the middle of both. He heads through Anthony North. Let's see, the first times are coming in. 156.9 for Jaw. Let's see as Darkest comes through. Sheba with a 210. Darkest comes through a 155.076. The first 155 of the night. Let's see if we can jump back here. Because he's a meme with Hoof in the groove on the move, on the move. It's Groove and he's in the groove on the move, in the move. It is Hoof. I really messed that up here. One of the Penguin Aficionado's cars. Let's see how he does here, heading up through Casino. One thing as well, some people might notice, my AC looks absolutely beautiful tonight, as I think that might have been Cookie. Has a bit of a crash there on the run into the Casino complex. Here comes Hoof now down into the complex before Hairpin. Or through Hairpin. You don't want to take it too acute, because otherwise you are just going to slide into the world's most embarrassing crash. Now through tunnel. Look, Hoof currently 1.479 up through, down through the last sector. Speed trap 163.2, almost 10 kilometers an hour slower through the speed trap than the top time here. Split to beat is a 118.203. Let's see how Hoof goes as he comes up towards the split. 3.2 seconds up. So 3.2 seconds down. Ledger soft there. Heading in times as well. Heading into second himself. Sub 9 moving up into third place, pushing Jaw down. Milt is somewhere on track. He is apparently the man to beat tonight. Hoof going deep at Rascasse, taking the wall there as Milt comes through to take third. Let's get on the board. Let's get on an onboard lap with Letra Sloth here as he heads through swimming pool. Or lock up on the inside through Rascasse. Manages to take quite a nice bit of curb on the inside. Now for Anthony North. Not as much curb there. Avoiding the curb on the outside as well. It's quite a raised curb. Let's see how he comes through the line. It's a 155.076 to beat. And he does. He beats Ed Costetta's time as well. Ed Costetta coming in with a 154.649. Ledra Slot going through a 154.510. Let's sit on board with Notley now as he starts his flying lap here. Notley for a Wolf Team Racing. I think that might be a bit too much curb there at Sandervot. I don't know if the lap has been invalidated or not. We'll sit on board still and have a quick look. You can see times there coming through. Ed Costetta getting faster as well. Letra Sloth still in pole for 154.510. Gonzon, you meant to be qualifying. Oh, big lock up there into the hairpin. Pro stunt quali. Is it because you're scared of the other cars on the circuit? Here they come through tunnel. I like this angle through tunnel. It's a really nice angle, especially when they're going to be in a pack there. You see both of them through the speed trap, Monopoly at 169.3. The top speed is 177.6. Now Lady Oscar setting a personal best of a 155.015. That's putting Lady Oscar into third place. It's still Letra Sloth leading Ed Costetta, and Lady Oscar now make up the top three. Darkest has been pushed down into fourth. Let's see what happens now as Notley comes across the line. In a couple of seconds now. Through the first part of the swimming pool, through the second part, Darkest jumps up to the lead of a 154.472. Through Raskas now. Let's see how Notley does as he heads through Anthony North. Jort there jumping up to 8th place as well. Milt, the man to beat, as I've heard over the past day. Currently down in 5th. Notley there, not setting a time. I think his time was invalidated through Sandevot. So that's definitely not something good. Just cut there to Deep Cuts having a bit of a crash. Let's sit on board with Letra Sloth once again. Currently sitting in 2nd place. Jaker has a fan in the chat, apparently. It's always good when we see fans in the chat. So here we go, Letra Sloth going to start his lap here. Through the start finish straight. Let's have a go. Don't know why the info thing just disappeared. Oh well. Through Sandevot. Getting very close to the wall there. He might have just tapped it on the outside. We'll have a look. That's up. 10 minutes left in the qualifying. Now up towards Casino. Keeping it quite tight there. Getting a late apex to slingshot himself through Casino itself. Now on the run down towards the one corner, I'm going to say. It's not 2 corners leading up to the hairpin. Keeping it respectful of the bike lane. Ed Costetta now up in 3rd place as well. Lady Oscar being pushed down to 4th. Jacob the Snack is in 6th with Milt in 5th. There's Otto Cookie currently running 19th as well. Running off the back of the grid. Let's see as he goes through Portimao. Where's your guy Rob? He's scared to qualify. He's in the chat. He's not qualifying. Also, my Twitch chat thing should exist on the side. If it doesn't, then I've broken it. I think I've broken it, haven't I? I'll have to fix it for later. Here we go. I think a little bit of a ping there as he heads through swimming pool. Right, at least something breaks. It's always the way that something breaks. Now through the second part of swimming pool. Now towards Raskas. Apparently Sloth is on an out lap, so he's slowing up and heads into the pits. Suicidal Cookie setting a 154.5, putting himself up into 3rd. Lap to beat, currently being held by Darkius. Well, Jacob the Snack, I was speaking to him a little while, literally about half an hour ago. He did say to me that he expected there to be a mixed up grid today, and yeah. Very, very mixed up grid. Oh, that is one of the Waifu Hunters cars going very deep there. Into the Novell chicane. We are on board with Ed Costetta. Remember, he is defending his championship lead tonight as well. If Darkius pulls ahead, I believe Darkius will get the win. The gap between them is 3 points, so Ed Costetta is going to want to be very close towards, very close two darkiest throughout the race, and starting in fourth might not be the best idea. However, maybe starting at the back of the grid like Gonz is wanting to do is an even better idea. We go down through the start finish straight. 154.649. Ed Costetta does not improve. He's apparently going 312.5 kilometers an hour through the first speed trap. Very fast car that you skip Barbers. Clearly very, very fast. Okay. We go now up towards Casino. You can see how much counter steer they need to put in through the apex of the corners as well. I'm not sure if that's the fastest line to almost drift the cars around the corner. Let them slide their way around instead of trying to turn them around. Through the bike, I'm getting very close to the wall now. Let's see how Ed Costetta does through the hairpin. My camera explodes away from him. We don't know how he did through the hairpin. He now has, I think that's a darkest behind. No, it is a Jake with a snack behind. As well, now through tunnel. Right then, how do we think this is going to round up today? It's going to be a very interesting one now towards the Nivelle chicane. Let's see how close Ed Costetta gets to the wall. Oh, he goes very deep by the look of it, but manages to hold it up. Now through to back. You can see there is that bump at the apex there that drivers are having to get the car ready for as well. I expect that through a couple of first laps that did catch some people out, I think. Now up towards Rascasse. Ed Costetta currently on a 140 as he heads through Rascasse. Let's see what happens now through Anthony Nortz. A good exit here could propel him up onto the start, onto the front row, maybe even pole. Here we go. Down the start, finish straight. Where is Ed Costetta going to come out? And across the line, it's pole with a 153.977. The first sub 140 of the evening there for Ed Costetta, pushing Darkins and Ledger Sloth down into second and third respectively. Let's sit on board with Jacob the Snack, who's slowing down. This might just be the fact that he's had a crash. There is some damage to the front of the American's car. I almost said Canadian, which I would have been beaten up for. Darkiest there now coming into pole, 153.894. The the first Spectre Racing machine. The gap up the front is so tight. Look, Jacob Snack now heading up towards Portimao. Is there going to be team orders today from the Dinoco team? Maybe to call out a strategic safety car, get a strategic pit stop in, fresh tyres, fresh rubber, even more pushing. There could be some strategic safety cars going on today. We might even see the safety car tonight. I don't know if we will or not. It'll be interesting. Notley heading into 12th place with a 156.477. Well, that doesn't help. I thought that would help see the time. Now here goes Jacob the Snack on his fast lap now towards Saint-Devote. Or maybe a bit too much curb, we'll have to see. Lady Oscar sliding into third place with 154.2. Sheba going up to 13th with 156.3. Let's see now as he heads down towards Hairpin. We get the onboard camera here. 2.271 off of pole time. He could make some improvements here. We'll have to see as he heads now into Sector 2 through Evan. Oh, lock up on the inside. That might push him out a bit wide. Might lose some speed there as he heads through hairpin now down towards Portimao. Chris Besley 7 jumping up to 8th. But through the Neville chicane. Rainbow 2005 there. Coming up to 14th with 156.337. Notley there pushing himself up to 14th with 156.292. Darkest is still in the lead with Ed Costello in second. Let's see how Jake the Snack does. He heads through swimming pool. A bit tighter on the entrance, on the entry there for Jake the Snack. We'll see now as he heads up towards Raskas. Oh, lock up there into Raskas. It pushes him a bit deep. He misses the second part apex. That's not the end of the world though as he heads for Anthony Nort. Not as tight on the curve as some of the other drivers. He was 0.366. Off the pace through the second sector. Let's see as he heads across the line. Jake the Snack only improves up to 8th place with 154.796. Now we're with Ed Costello, who is on an outlap. He is now battling for the lead at qualifying. Milt now also jumping up to 7th place. I'm not sure what time because it's broken. No one sees, no one sues, right? Okay, now we're on with Darkest, who is on a fast lap. He was only 0.137 off his pace in Sector 1. Have a look here as the clock is now counting down 50 seconds until the end of the session. Darkest at 117.773 is the pace. He's slowing up, I think. Not sure. He might be trying to catch it to get one more lap. He was 4 attempts off through the second sector. Lady Oscar there, actually fastest through the sector he's going through, so I have to look. Where is Lady Oscar? Apparently on a 3-minute and 9-second lap at the minute, so I don't know how fast, where the time has gone there through the first sector split into the second sector split. We'll have a look. Oh, a massive lock up into the Neville chicane, both front tyres. How's Lady Oscar going to do coming up to the second split? We'll have a look. We have to look on the left-hand side. 2 tenths up on the pole time for the minute is Lady Oscar. Subnight also going up to 11th with a 155.739. Let's see how Lady Oscar does through swimming pool. One wrong move now could cost this lap. This lap could be pole. Keep in mind, this could be a pole lap. Darkiest 0.126. Off through the first sector. Have a look now as Lady Oscar coming through the final corner. Anthony Nortz now only a run down to the start finish line. And across the line, Lady Oscar only improves to second. Now we're going to get the view and watch the other cars come in. Jort moves up to 9th place. He will maybe have one more lap. He might not. I don't think he's going to. No, so the cars will get their lap that they're on. That was one of the Penguin Aficionados cars. I think that might have not been an improvement lap. They're just waiting for the other cars to come through. At the minute, the provisional is Darkest on pole. There goes one of the canoers. That was Trainboy 2005 moving up to 14th. And that was... not sure who that one was. I think that might have been... might have been Letra Sloth there. We're just waiting for the other cars now to come through to start finish line. We're waiting on 2 more. There goes Deep Cuts. I think we're waiting on Darkest now to head through. Darkest being on pole. So here is your qualifying results, and they've disappeared. Okay, here is your qualifying results. In first with a 153.894 is Darkius. Second place is Lady Oscar with a 153.974. Third place was Ed Costello. Fourth place, Letra Sloth. Fifth place, Abbas. Sixth place was Suicidal Cookie. Seventh place was Milt, the man that a lot of people were thinking would get some heavy speed today. Eighth place was Jake the Snack. Ninth place, Jaw. 10th was Crisp SC7. 11th was Deep Cuts. 12th was Subknife. 13th was Automated Luxury. 14th was Trainboy 2005. 15th was Notley. 16th was Sheba. 17th was Cameron Winters. 18th was Transbaconist. 19th was Nook Gibbon. And 20th was Hoove in a Groove. It's Hoove in a Groove, and he's on the groove. He's in the move. It's Hoove. I will get that rhyme correct one day. So, a very intense qualifying. What we're going to do tonight as well is, I'll quickly show, we're going to have a static camera here at Saint Devote, just because we're not expecting there to be a massive crash. Just in case there is, we will get to catch it beautifully with this camera angle here that I've found earlier. Remember, the safety car can be launched. I'm not sure what speed Arkansas Dave is running. I think I've just asked him in Discord DMs while we are waiting for the race to start. Awesome. So Arkansas Dave there, our safety car driver today, used to be a Skip Barber driver. Sadly, he had to drop out of the season. Last season was the last season, back in the safety car tonight, which will be capped at 70 kilometers an hour for the safety car. Here we go. We're getting ready on the grid. As I'll always do, here is your grid walk. We wait for the race to... Oh, God. All right, for the race to start. So, in pole is Darkius Spectre Racing Machine. Second place, Lady Oscar. Third place, Ed Costello. Fourth place, Letra Sloth. Fifth place, Ihab Abbas. Sixth place is Suicidal Cookie. Seventh place is Mill. Eighth place is Jacob the Snack. Ninth place is Jaw. 10th place is Chris Bessie 7. 11th is Deep Cuts. 12th is Subnai. 13th is Ultimate Luxury. 14th is Trainboy 2005. 15th is Notley. 16th is Sheba. 17th is Cameron Winters. 18th is Transbaconist. 19th is Nook Gibbon. 20th is Hoove in a Groove on the Move. And 21st is Golden's Rob Phillips. And here is the safety car. I bet Rob sat there just like, ah! Here we go. We're going to get ready for the race here at Monaco. See the cars just down there getting ready. Always the pre-race that is the most terrifying thing. I'm going to quickly shut my window. Getting quite cold in here. And turn on my light because it is getting quite dark in here. I was about to say it's getting quite cold in here. That's not the word I'm looking for. 10 seconds left until the lights. Here we go. The lights are coming down. 3, 2, 1. And it's lights out and away we go. You can see them here coming up towards Saint Devote. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of bumping around through Saint Devote. Yeah, there's 2 cars round. 2 cars around to Saint Devote. It's the Canoers, and I think that's one of the Team Vapor cars as well. However, I don't think there's any other issues apart from that happen. We're now with Ihab Abbas. There you can also see a battle just ahead as well. Ihab Abbas goes round. He has contact with Chris SC7 in Casino. Maybe some damage for both cars there. Now Suicidal Cookie is under attack by, I think that's Jaw, if I'm not wrong, as they head through hairpin there, side by side. Jacob the Snack almost trying to get his nose up the inside of Jaw as well. You can see him in the background there. Is a move into Portial maybe going to happen? No, not quite. We are now with Jake and a snack. We're on board. He's got a good gap behind. He's now going to be catching up to Jort, who's just ahead. Let's see how this goes. Or is he going to try down the inside of Nouvelle Chicane? Yes, he is. Oh, big lock up there. Has to skip the first curb. He does slow up, I think, to let Jort go past. Because I think that was a bit of a dive bomb there. Up the grid as well. Ed Costello has lost third place to Lecherous Sloth. Do we get Gibbon? We're now with Ihab Abbas chasing the rear of Hoof and Groove on the move. It's Hoof. Got it! Yes! As they head up into Rascasse. What happens now? Through Anthony Nortz, maybe. That was the one that I was looking for. Now we're at full gap. Now almost up the inside of Saint-Devote. Ihab Abbas there. He's trying. He is very much trying now. However, he has Rob Phillips Gons just behind as well. You can also see one of the QP cars behind once again as they head up through Casino. Now we're with Nook Gibbon, Hank, as he's also known. See how he goes here. We're currently really just sticking at the back of the grid, more or less. Oh. Down the inside, there's contact with Hank. Oh, he gets a bit of a punt there from Trainboy 2005. Grisbest C7 tried up the inside. Oh, and there's more contact into hairpin. Grisbest C7 hits the outside wall. Deep cuts, goes up the inside. Trainboy 2005 still holding that 21st position. Now we're with Lady Oscar. This is the battle up the front. Lady Oscar in second place. Chasing down Darkius. You can also see behind Lecherous Sloth being attacked by Ed Costetta as well. Let's jump on board with Ed Costetta here as they head through Swimming Pool. Ed Costetta very heavy on the steering wheel, I've found. However, the car seems to really agree with it. Milton Jort there having traded places. That might be some team orders from the Penguin Virtuosos outfit. As now we are just going to switch back to the intermediate times. There we go. That's intermediate to each other. Oh, that's Ihab Abbas hitting the wall at Rascasse there. Deep cuts going up the inside into Anthony Nortz. He saw the opportunity and he took it. There's an absolutely massive train of cars here as well. You can see there's 3 cars ahead of Nook Gibbon. There's also a Trainboy 2005 there into Saint-Devote. Is he going to try to move? No! Ihab Abbas goes round. Hank has to stop and almost nose in the wall at Saint-Devote to avoid Ihab Abbas. Now we're with Jake and a Snack. He is chasing the rear of Milt just ahead. Oh, lock up there for Jaw into the corner before Hairpin. I'm not 100% sure what the name is. Jake and a Snack now around the outside at Hairpin. I don't know if the move's going to work. He has to also defend from Subnight behind as well. As now they head down towards Portimao. Jaw is side by side with Jake and a Snack into Portimao. Let's see what happens. So close between them now as they head into Tunnel. And look how close Subnight is behind Jake and a Snack as well. We're on board. Let's see. Jake and a Snack try to move on, I think it was Jaw, into the Nouvelle Chicane. Is he going to try it now? No. Hard on the brakes. However, up the inside goes Subnight. There's contact. Jake and a Snack has to skip across the chicane there. So too, I think, Automated Luxury as well. Jake and a Snack losing a bit of time in that collision to Jort just ahead. As well, oh, very heavy lock up there for Jort into Swimming Pool. You just see how much these drivers have to push the cars to get them round in a quick time. These cars, they just get pushed over and over again. It's insane just how much pushing that these things seem to be able to take. It's something that I've always been interested in when watching these cars. It's just how much punishment they're actually able to take. Oh, automated luxury goes deep at Sandoval, noses into the tyre barrier. That's going to be damage at the front. Loses a handful of positions, even one to deep cuts his teammate. There's someone coming out the pits. I think that's Nook Gibbon. It was indeed. So Nook Gibbon out the pits, now holding on to 21st place. 6 tenths behind Ihab Abbas, apparently. So we'll have to see how that one pans out. Now we're with Subnight, who's chasing the rear of Notley. Let's have a look how he goes here, down towards Hairpin. Oh, very heavy lock up there from Notley. Goes very deep. Have a look. Oh, is Subnight going to try out the inside? No, Notley is very heavily locking up and going deeper through corners. Subnight, you could even see, taking it a lot more acutely there as well. Now there's a 4-car train being led by Notley with Subnight, Cameron Winters and Sheba behind as well. Let's see, on board now with Subnight. Your top 3 is Darkiest, Lady Oscar and Letra Sloth. Well, we're currently on board with P10 Subnight, who's in the battle for P9. It's technically a 4-car battle, really. I know R Factor 2, if I was on there, would be going on about how the fact that it's a battle for 10th. We had Trainboy 2005 up the inside of Hoove. Oh, lots of contact there. Loses both positions to the Penguin Aficionados cars into the Novell chicane. He had contact with Hoove, and Chris Bessie 7 took the opportunity and went up the inside there on the... Not a dodgy move, but I see what the attempt was. Now we're with Jake and Snack. He's still chasing the rear of Jort. As we get on the rear of Jort's car, you can see Jake and Snack there bumping over the road towards Sandoval. Lady Oscar has made the move for second place on Letra Sloth. Ed Costetta very close there. We're jumping up to Suicidal Cookie, who's side by side. Both drivers are side by side. Third and fourth are side by side. Sorry, third and second and fourth and fifth are side by side here as we head now towards Hairpin. Ed Costetta down in 5th place now. Suicidal Cookie up to 4th. Lady Oscar in 2nd with Letra Sloth biting on the heels behind. Ed Costetta trying around the outside. Maybe a bit of contact there on the rear of Suicidal Cookie's car. Trying to get the switchback, it seemed, at Hairpin. Very difficult move, in my opinion, to make. But when you can make it, you make it beautifully now as they head towards Tunnel. Suicidal Cookie had to back out quite a bit there. You can see it's a multi-car battle here. About a second? Maybe a second and a half separating Ed Costetta from Lady Oscar, who's the car out in front. Ed Costetta is the blue Donoco car behind. Obviously, Letra Sloth, the second car, and Suicidal Cookie, the car that our camera's focusing on at the minute. Lady Oscar now pulling away quite heavily. Over Ed Costetta is going to be attacking Suicidal Cookie very heavily. I think Suicidal Cookie having to go deep. That's swimmable. Ed Costetta takes a move up the inside. Now he's going to be unleashed onto the rear of Letra Sloth. Ed Costetta, our current championship leader. However, we're now going to jump back to his teammate, Cameron Winters, the number 83 Danoka car, who's on the back of Sheba. I think standing in for Sench tonight for the Waifu Hunters team. But yeah, many lap times now being set in. 6/10 separating Cameron Winters from Sheba. Cameron Winters in the blue Danoka car, Sheba in the orange Waifu Hunters car. Ihab Abbas as well further down the grid, making the move for 19th against Hoove and Groove on the move. It's Hoove. Nailed it. Well, look now, Cameron Winters very much on the rear. 3/10. Just under, off of the back of Sheba. They head in towards Casino. Now we're on board with Cameron Winters. Where is he going to try and make this move? There's a few places here. Or switching to the inside. I don't think that's going to work, Cameron. Yes, it is. Because Sheba has a lockup. They're now side by side towards the hairpin. Cameron Winters is going to be on the outside, so he's going to be at the disadvantage here unless he can get a switch back. Oh, he tries. As they now run down towards Portsmouth. Cameron Winters tried to switch back at the hairpin, but he was just a bit too far behind, I think. Now heading into tunnel. Now on the rear of Shiba's car. There goes all of the monetization that I don't even use out of the window. Oh, over the curbs. You can see as well deep cuts in the background too. 33.5 minutes just under remaining of the race. Head through swimming pool. The top three is still Darkius, Lady Oscar, and Letra Sloth. Ed Costetta is in fourth, chasing the rear of Letra Sloth. 1.1 seconds separating the two drivers. We're currently with Cameron Winters now. He'll be in the slipstream towards Sandoval. Have a look. He's wanting to claim the inside line early. They are, I think, side by side into Sandoval. We're so close there. Even Deep Cuts takes the inside line because it gets opened up by Cameron Winters now as they run up the hill towards Casino. Shiba is still holding Cameron Winters at bay, but now Deep Cuts is also having a go at Cameron Winters up the inside at the Casino complex. What a move there for Deep Cuts. Came completely out of nowhere up the inside. Now it'll be Deep Cuts attacking the rear of Shiba. Have a look here. Deep Cuts now on the rear of Shiba. Cameron Winters is on the rear of Deep Cuts. Shiba gets a lock up. Oh, there's contact. Deep Cuts is round. Cameron Winters just took a bit too deep and tapped the rear end of Deep Cuts. Cameron Winters does wait. Maybe not the best of places. Oh, one of the canoe's car. There's a track block. There is a track block. There is contact. Cars are having to slow up, but it does get clear. I don't think that's going to warrant a safety car, but cars have had to get clear. You can see a very big group of cars as well. Trainboy 2005, I think, getting a lot of drivers getting a lot out of that. Trainboy 2005 getting something out of that. Automated Luxury getting out of that. Deep Cuts losing 2 positions. Cameron Winters losing 4 positions, I think, and Babas getting a couple of positions as well out of that collision. Here is our safety car, who is out on track. So our safety car is out on track. Does that mean there's going to be a safety car? I think there is. I think there's a safety car. He is out on track. He is waiting. I think we've got a safety car. Safety car, I think. Yeah. Yes, so we have our first safety car of the race. At 31 minutes left, 70 kilometers an hour is being pushed by the safety car. The side door is still open. So yes, our first safety car. That's going to bunch the pack up beautifully as well. Hopefully it's a quick safety car period. Maybe a lap, maybe 2. We'll have a look. So the safety car is out on track. As you can see, S car in the bottom. That is Dave Bartledew, Arkansas Dave in the Discord. Cameron Winters heading into the pits. I think he's got damage. 70 kilometers an hour is the pit limit. Your current order is Darkius, Lady Oscar, Letra Sloth, Ed Costetta, Suicidal Cookie, Milt, Jaw, Jake and a Snack, Notley, Subnai, Shiba, Automated Luxury, Trainboy 2005, Deep Cuts, Ihababas, Transbaconist, Rob Phillips, Chris Bessie 7, Hooven and Groove on the move, and Cameron Winters with Nook Gibbon up the rear as well. However, the pack is going to hopefully bunch up. You can see Shiba. I don't know if he's running faster. You don't actually get a speed counter in this car. The gap is starting to close up as well. Remember, safety car period, no overtaking. So, I think that was due to the Deep Cuts. Cameron Winters' collision at hairpin, which Shiba is now just going through. That did block the track for a couple of minutes. A lot of drivers did have to slow down and even stop. So, very good call there, in my opinion, from Arkansas Dave to deploy. That's a safety car. It's a good thing for us as well, because it means we get all the cars bunched back together. Drivers have also been told they can cut the Neville chicane to catch up, but yep, the pack has joined in now. So the pack is now very close there. You can see them all heading through the Nivelle chicane. Just look at them all come through there. The pack is all bunched up once again. This is great for us. Yeah, getting a bit of a beat from some of the cars as they come past. It's great for us. Arkansas Dave, safety car driver for tonight. He hasn't gone away. A very good call to deploy. I'm not sure if we're getting another lap under safety car, are we? Not 100% sure. This could be a 2-lap safety car. No, Arkansas Dave is coming in. So, Darkest will be leading the pace now as they run once again towards Saint-Devote. We're going to get the great camera positioning once more. Have a listen and see when they come. And here we go. We're green, green, green once again. Lady Oscar is going to have that ability now to make a move for the lead side by side into Saint-Devote. I don't know if Lady Oscar's held onto the lead. No, side by side with Darkest now. Letra Sloth is getting involved in the mix as well. Recap out for the lead. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Lady Oscar and Letra Sloth, but Lady Oscar holds on. Here we go again. 27 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. The first ever safety car period for this season. The Circuit de Monaco. Oh, let's get a look. Oh, there's a punt. It's one of the Team Vapor cars. Round one of the, I think that's Chris C7 down there. Just punted one of the Team Vapor cars. It's Deep Cuts. Deep Cuts has gone round. There's another track block at the hairpin. It has cleared quickly though. Some drivers had to slow down and stop. I don't think that's going to be a safety car. So soon after the last one. Oh, there's another car round. It's Trainboy 2005 that pulls him out as well. Rob Phillips is in the pits. Not sure if that's due to damage. Are we having another safety car period? It looks like Darkest has slowed up. I think we are having a second safety car. Here, Darkest has slowed up. So I think that is safety car. Yep, safety car once again. Arkansas Dave there, waiting with the right-hand door open as per usual. So we are going to be under, I think, another one-lap safety car. I think for that collision between Deep Cuts and Crisp SC7 at the hairpin. Yeah, there was a track block with that collision. It did get cleared quite quickly, so now the drivers are coming through the line. We'll see them pop their heads round in a moment. So the pack is going to get bunched up once more for another safety car period. It is Darkest leading from Lady Oscar, Letra Sloth, Ed Costetta, Suicide Cookie, Jork, Pliz, Milk, Jake the Snack, Notley, Subno, Sheba, Abbas, Automated Luxury, Transbaconist, Winters, Deep Cuts, Chris SC7, Hooven and Groove on the move into his Hoof, Rainbow 2005, Rob Phillips, and Nook Gibbon, or Hank, is your current lineup there. The 21 cars on grid. Once again, we hear the low rumble of the engine. One thing I love about the safety car is it has me advertisement on the bumper. So all the drivers that can see the safety car, they're going to be getting advertised by me. I love it. Love it, mate. Yeah, Rob Phillips having gone into the pits and given there 21st up the rear, 2 minutes 44. I think he's actually a lap down. I'm not sure if he should be allowed to unlap himself. It's not really very easy to do here at Monaco, however. Once again, the pack is bunched up. Yeah, I think it might be a one-lap safety car today. You can see You can see the cars there swerving left and right to just keep the heat in the tyres. We will today as well. I think my internet problems as well that I was having before. And open. We will be having interviews with the top 3 finishers of today's race if they are up to it. Keep in mind, if there is anyone else specifically that the chat want me to interview, please put it in the chat and I will do my best to get those drivers in for an interview at the end of the race as well. While not guaranteed, it would be nice if I could get some recommendations of who people would like me to talk to, any questions to ask them, etc, etc. That's called fan engagement. So here we go. Is it going to be a one-lapper? Look, safety car is 7 laps down. However, that doesn't really mean anything, seeing as here's the safety car. Yes, it will be another 1-lap safety car. So once again, we're going to fly off towards Saint-Devote. Yeah. I just love this camera that I get at Saint-Devote, to be honest. Now that I've found it, I really like it. Really good camera. Here we go. You can hear the engines just in the background, and we're away once again. Oh, Lady Oscar collecting the wall there at Saint-Devote. Not going fully round, but I think that's going to be some damage. Here's Lady Oscar. Lost the position off the safety car restart. Oh my god, there's a massive pack. Someone goes round. It's one of the Penguin Virtuosos cars. I think that was Jaw. There is a track blockage once again. This time at Casino. However, it does get clear pretty quickly. I can ask actually quite a few drivers out, I think. Jaw did go around. I don't think that's going to be a safety car. Here you can see Mr. Safety Car parked behind me. Parked ahead of me, sorry. There's Oligoy now very close to the rear of Jaw. Yeah, there are. I'll ask the people that I know. I know Darkest does it. I will ask him that if he gets the win. Yeah, I'll ask. There's a few people I think I can ask that, to be honest. On this grid, a lot of drivers do both. Also keep in mind on that subject, now that I've been reminded, ACC, the start of the season, will be next Sunday at Brands Hatch. We'll see the Racing Pals GT3 cars head back onto the circuit after a couple of weeks off. I am very excited. I'm not sure about the chat, but I know I am excited. The Lady Oscar currently in third. Ed Costella fighting on his rear as well. Lady Oscar we normally see in the Penguin Virtuosos car. Today in the Just Furious machine. Lady Oscar, a common stand-in driver if a seat is needed to be filled. Very quick, but just hasn't secured a full-time drive for this season. However, has been, I think, at every round now actually fighting with Ed Costetta as they head through Saint-Devote. Lady Oscar gets a bit wide. We'll see now as Ed Costetta is side by side. We'll see Jacob the Snack in the background as well in fifth. If a collision happens, Jacob the Snack will be down to profit there. Lady Oscar getting the inside into the entrance of the casino complex. Jacob the Snack now catching up to the rear of current championship leader Ed Costetta, avoiding the bump as well. Some drivers are doing that, some drivers aren't. There's a bump on the run down to this right-hander. Yep. Yeah, all those drivers that you have mentioned do the championship. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the championship in too much detail tonight because we're here with Skip Barbers. But yeah, I will definitely a great question. I will ask the drivers that I know do ACC that question tonight. Very good question, actually. I should have thought of that one. Here we're now with deep cuts. Ooh, Chris SC7 taking a bit of wall on the outside of Portimao there. Oh, I went a bit too far on my cameras. There we go. Deep cuts on the rear of Automated Luxury, the two Team Vapor teammates. Currently 15th. A bit of a lock up there for Automated Luxury. over the curbs. They're very close now to the rear of Sheba as well. Ooh. Deep Cuts is getting very close to Automated Luxury now as they head through Swimming Pool. Oh, through Swimming Pool. Missing the first curve, going through the non-existent bollards behind as well. Oh, I think Sheba got a bit loose out of Raskas there. We just saw the tail end of it. And now this is getting very close. Chris SC7 is joining the mix as well. So is Transbaconist. Oh, side by side, Automated Luxury and Deep Cuts into Sandevot, the two teammates. Oh, Automated Luxury, Deep Cut, sorry, gets very loose on the rear through the exit of Sandevot. He keeps the position. Chris SC7 now attacking Automated Luxury as well as they head up towards the casino complex. Rainbow 2005 haven't got past Transbaconist in the melee as well. Well, look, the Penguin Aficionados car versus the Team Vapor Machine as they head now towards Hairpin. Through the long right-hander that I'm going to call bike lane because there's a bike lane on the inside. The Hairpin, Chris SC7 very close. So 2 safety car periods. 17.5 minutes left, just under. So much racing, so little time. Now we're with Cameron Winters chasing the rear of Notley. Notley in the green Wolf Team racing car ahead. Cameron Winters in the blue Dinoco car behind. They head through the Novell chicane. A lock up there for Notley. I have noticed some overtakes on parts of this track when overtake should not happen. So Suicidal Cookie there just ahead as well. Making a pass on Mill as they head through Swimming Pool now. They through the second part of Swimming Pool. Oh, we've now switched to Milt himself, who's chasing the rear of Suicidal Cookie. Suicidal Cookie in the orange main colour car, Milt in the car that we're focusing on. Such a small thing for me to say, but I think it helps people follow. I know it helps me when I rewatch the replay at the end of the night to just mention who's who in the battle. I'm not sure if it helps anyone else. Oh, I've just noticed we're going to switch up now to the front of the grid. Ed Costetta on Lady Oscar as they head towards Casino. Lady Oscar is the car ahead. Ed Costetta is the blue Dinoco car behind. Lady Oscar avoiding the bump there as they head up towards bike lane. Or head down, really, because they're going downhill. Now towards Hairpin. Let's see. Ed Costetta not far enough. Not close enough, sorry. Really make a heavy move, I think. However, that gap has been closing up through the second and third sector. And very close through Sandevot as well. Oh, there's someone round. That's I think that's Letra Sloth. Letra Sloth round. And the Novell chicane moving down to 5th. Promoting both Lady Oscar into 2nd and Ed Costetta into 3rd. Now this is a battle both for podiums as they head towards Swimming Pool. Ed Costetta is so close to the rear of that Just Furious machine of Lady Oscar. Oh, are they going to try and go through Raskas? Yes, they are. Oh, Lady Oscar getting the inside line. No, a bit loose on the exit. I can see there. Through Anthony North, the safety car's disconnected, so the safety car's gone. Hope we don't need that again. Let's see how we go. On towards Sandevot. Ed Costetta moving around to the outside. Lady Oscar getting the inside. They make contact. Through Sandevot, there is contact. Ed Costetta has to slow down. You can see Darkius there just in the background as the camera switch. Lady Oscar has held the position. But now we're on the rear of the Just Furious machine of Lady Oscar, currently running in P2. One thing I will say, Lady Oscar, normally unofficial third driver for Penguin Virtuosos. I think now the Penguin Virtuosos outfit are looking at where Lady Oscar is and they're going, yes, that could have helped our team championship. Through hairpin, you get a very good view from the back of these cars. I do like the rear camera. You get a good view of the rear tires, as well as the rear spoiler, and completely, really a good, like, almost 180 view of the rear of the car. The safety car has also reconnected to the server, just in case we need him. So now we're with 9th place, Milk, chasing the rear of Suicidal Cookie as they head through tunnel. Just ahead as well is Jort there. Really, I don't think there's any team orders happening, so because Jort could easily be slowing Suicidal Cookie up. Jort goes very deep at the Nivelle chicane, loses a whole heap of time. So now Jort might be able to slow up Suicidal Cookie for his teammate, an evil tactic, but that's the joys of team racing for you. Through swimming pool now, Milt is so close to the rear of the white Hunter's car of Suicidal Cookie. So looking now up the inside of Jort as they head towards Anthony Nortz. They're still side by side. Jort gets out ahead of Suicidal Cookie, so close. And Milt now, having gotten the slipstream and having gotten bit of a late move there. And Suicidal Cookie to defend, I think. It could have just been the camera angle that we got, though. Oh, the top three of these three cars are still in the same. Jort, Suicidal Cookie, and Milt. We're currently running on the rear of Jort. Well, Jort, I'm not sure. I'm not from the Netherlands. Now heading down towards the hairpin. Oh, a bit of a lock up there for Jort. Jort. I think I'm going to say now. Quite deep. Is Suicidal Cookie going to be able to get the switch back? No, not quite. However, he has set himself up to push Jort out of line a little bit through the corner after hairpin. I'm not sure of the name. My track doesn't have the name of it. Now through Portimao. Now into tunnel. Is Suicidal Cookie going to try into the inside of the Nivelle chicane? Yes, he is. Down the inside of the Nivelle chicane. Side by side. Jort gets through. Milk gets through. Oh, so close to the wolf. Suicidal Cookie. As well, now he's side by side with Milk. They are so close. Ed Costetta further up the grid has made the move for second place on Lady Oscar as well. So now Ed Costetta's going to be unleashed onto the rear of Darkius. However, Lady Oscar could come back yet. We'll have to see. 6.5 seconds separating Ed Costetta from Darkius. Oh, Milt there almost trying up the inside of Raskas, hitting the inside wall as well. Now, however, Subnai is opened out onto the rear of Milt. Have a look, a few drivers making very heavy moves there. Lady Oscar off at Saint Devot down the escape road. That has also promoted many drivers up into the lead. Lady Oscar rolling down the order, coming out in P13, from third place. Maybe going to lose another position to Sheba as well. No, Lady Oscar has now got up to racing speed once again. Not sure what happened, we just got the tail end of it. So now your top three is Darkius, Ed Costetta, and Jake and the Snack. Sorry, your top three is now Darkius, Ed Costetta, and Letra Sloth. No, now your top three is Darkius, Ed Costetta, and Jake. It's either Darkius, Ed Costetta, or Jake and the Snack, or Darkius, Ed Costetta, and Letra Sloth. When everything stabilizes, we'll find out. Here we go, through tunnel. We are with Letra Sloth, chasing on the rear of Jake and the Snack. I think he hit the outside wall there at the exit of tunnel. Now for the Nivelle chicane. Too far behind to make a move into it, however. Down the grid as well. Notley has made a move on Subnight for 9th. Look, you can see the bump there on the rear of Jake and the Snack's car as they head through to back. Let's see now as they head through swimming pool. You want to get as close to that inside wall as possible, it seems. Some drivers getting it closer than others as well. One thing I wish is that you could trace the lines of everyone, just like on the floor. Subnight is dropping down as well. What's happened to Subnight? Subnight's round at the back. Thankfully, no drivers get caught up in that. Subnight now having to turn himself round. Reverse forward, reverse forward. Subnight now down to 16th. Safety car staying in the pits. For a minute, we're back with Ledger Sloth on Jake of the Snack. See how close that car is to the rear of Jaker. Now head down towards the hairpin. So close. The distance these cars get between themselves is insane. They widen out and then they close up again, almost up the inside there at hairpin. We've seen both safety car periods at hairpin. Safety car's DC'd again. Not sure if Dave Baldo is having some issues with his connection tonight. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left of the race. Keep in mind, one more safety car period could throw it all into disarray. Jake and a Snack as well. I think this will be his second podium of the season. Keep in mind, at the end of last season, he transferred from Kelvin Motor Racing, now defunct team being taken over by Wolf Team Racing, to Spectre. And having put in some very strong performances in the last season. I think today taking his second podium. If he holds off Ledger Sloth, who's been very strong there. Oh, someone goes round at Anthony Norris as Ihab Abbas goes round. He manages to get the car going again. No one gets caught up in that. Some drivers have to avoid while he gets back up to racing speed. York there gaining a position. So too does Suicidal Cookie, I think, towards Sandoval. Yes, no. Ihab Abbas is going to have the inside. No. Suicidal Cookie gains a position. Now Milt is going to be on the rear of Ihab Abbas, who had that issue into Anthony Nortz. Now we're with Trainboy 2005, chasing the rear of Sheba. Trainboy 2005 is the white and blue Canoe's car behind. Sheba is the orange White Blue Hunter's car ahead. Have a look, they're side by side going up towards Casino. Trainboy 2005 has apparently made the move, but they're still side by side. Look at this, you wouldn't see this in F1. Trainboy 2005 making a move, unleashing automated luxury onto the rear of Sheba as well. Now imagine a safety car period right now. Bunching the pack. Back up, it'd be... I think it'd be Darkest's worst nightmare, running a 5.5 second gap between himself and Ed Costetta. However, that is the unpredictability of motorsport. It's the fact that anything can happen, really. We've seen some insane overtakes this evening with 5 minutes left. I'm sure we'll see a few more as the drivers try to move up as much as they can. Now we're on with Milt as they head through Swimming Pool. He's chasing the rear of Ihab Abbas, the Canoe's car ahead, the white and blue machine. Milt is the car behind the orange and black Penguin Virtuosos car as they head through Rascasse. Up towards Anthony Nortz, the corner where Ihab Abbas took the L last lap. I think what happened was he hit the outside wall with the rear axle of the car and just took it round. Milt almost running down the pit lane there for a minute. Well, trying to gain the inside line, I think, through Sandoval. However, it's not to be yet. Now with Gibbon. Oh, with Ledger Sloth once again on Jake and a Snack. This is the battle that just refuses to die down. The battle for third place. Ledger Sloth in fourth in the black and cyan car. Jake and a Snack in the purple and black Spectre racing car ahead. All through hairpin. They keep it clean. They keep it tidy. 4 minutes left on the clock. Getting so close now to the end of the race. I think the drivers will be thinking so close, but yet so far. Having done timed races before, the last 5 minutes feel like the entire race all over again, especially if you're in a battle. You know, you're trying to hold it, seeing as you've held that position for however long. You know, you're coming up to the end of the race now. It's where it's do or die if you're chasing the car ahead, and it's do or die if you are the car ahead. You know, you're going to have to defend for all your worth. And if you're the car behind, you're going to want to attack for all your worth as well, seeing as that clock will continually run down. It won't wait for you. York has also made a move just behind for 5th place. So Sonic Cookie now down to 6th. What happens now? Letrosloth still chasing the rear of Jake Snack. The gap has extended to 1.7, but now it's starting to decline once again. We're now with Suicidal Cookie. You can see the rear end of Milt's car. Sorry, not Milt, Jort's car. Ahead, 2.5 minutes left. I think we're not going to have another safety car period today. I think a safety car period now would be an end under SC. So now we're down to the final few laps. It being about a 1 minute 55 lap, I think, on race pace. So 2 laps, I think, left. Because remember, it goes off of the old GT World Challenge system as well, the timed races in AC. The minute the leader crosses the line with 0 seconds on the clock, that is the race, I think, over. I believe that's how it was. You know, it seems to be how it's gone for the last few races of the season. Oh, we are dropping back though, however, because Milt is right on the rear of Ihab Abbas there. Is Milt going to try down the inside? No, Abbas defends the inside into the Nivelle chicane. Safety car is disconnected again. I hope we're not going to need him. Oh, a bit of contact there from Milt on the rear of Ihab Abbas. Milt just got a better exit speed out of the Nivelle chicane. Ihab Abbas, though, was right there where Milt was trying to go. And his exit speed wasn't as good, it seemed, as now they head through swimming pool. Milt could walk away with 7th. A 5th and a 7th wouldn't be too shabby. Penguin Virtuosos, however, current reigning teams champion. Oh, Ihab Abbas almost goes round at Raskas. Nobley decides to take the opportunity and go, I'm having that. Milt there dropping now down to 9th place. I think we will be on the final lap. Where is Darkius? I think we will be on the last lap now. Darkius, your current race leader from Ed Costello. Letra Sloth there. Now chasing the rear once again of Jake and a Snack. This is for the podium. Keep in mind, this is for the podium. Oh, Notley, I think, has gone around. Milton Deep Cuts have made up a position each. You can see just how close these two drivers are to each other. We're now going to watch Darkius, your current race leader, I think soon to be race winner. This is now the final lap as Darkius heads through the first section of swimming pool. Now the second. The number 2 Spectre Racing car, Darkius, currently in the lead. If he holds it, he will get a victory here at Monaco, the most prestigious circuit on the planet, apparently. And now through Anthony Nortz. And across the line to take the win here at Monaco, it's Darkius for Spectre Racing. Ed Costello will be coming through in 2nd place. Jake the Snack looks like he'll be coming through in 3rd. We'll see. Maybe Electra Sloth has something up his sleeve. No. So I think that's going to be Jake the Snack coming through in 3rd with Electra Sloth with the amazing amount of pressure throughout the entirety of the final quarter of the race. There to come through 4th. 5th comes through Jaw. 6th, Suicidal Cookie. 7th, it looks like it's going to be Ihab Abbas. There goes Milt through. Deep cuts and Notley coming through as well. Lady Oscar running in second for the majority of the race. Battling with Darkius on each of the restarts. The first comes through in 11th after his crash at Saint Devot. Rainbow 2005 there coming through as well to take 12. 13th Automated Luxury and 14th is Sheba. 15th is Subnai. 16th looks like it's going to be Cameron Winters. What a race here today at the Monaco circuit. The most prestigious on the calendar as we get a view of the start of the finish line and the marina. So your provisional results is Darkius came through to take the win with Ed Costetta in second. Jacob a Snack coming through third. 4th was Letra Sloth. 5th was Jort. 6th was Suicidal Cookie. 7th was Abbas. 8th was Milt. 9th was Deep Cuts. 10th was Notley. 11th was Lady Oscar. 12th was Trainboy 2005. 13th was Automated Luxury. 14th was Sheba. 15th was Subnai. 16th was Cameron Winters. 17th was Trans Baconist. 18th was Crisp SC7. 19th was Hoove in a Groove on the Move. It's Hoove. 20th was Rob Phillips or Gons. 21st was McGibbon. And another big thank you to the man who finished in 27th was Dave Baltadou, our Kansas Dave, who came through tonight to be our safety car for the Monaco race. So we are now going to grab some interviews with drivers. We'll see if anyone's ready. As I normally say on the thing. So we're just going to wait. I've put it in the chat that we're waiting for them to head along for interview. I always make sure that they at me and say when they're ready to come in instead of dragging people. Last thing I want to do is drag people down. Oh. So here he is, our race winner, Darkius. Oh, how was the race from your perspective? The safety car coming out twice, was that some pressure?
Yeah, a lot, because I was creating a gap. Everybody was coming back, and they seemed to be always quick on the restart. I don't know if there was latency or something along those lines, but I was always getting overtaken on the restart, so it was very, very hard, very frustrating every time I heard that safety car, but we made it in the end.
And you were running, I think, second place in the Drivers' Championship with a 3-point gap between yourself and Ed Costetta. I think with the point system that should push you up to first, but I think it would be quite close. How do you reckon your chances are for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very close now with Ed. The problem is also I've got 2 bad races, which means I can't have another bad race because only the 2 worst results get taken out of the season. But that hasn't started yet, so I need to keep it up. Otherwise, I'm sure either Milt or Ed will overtake me, no doubt, because they've had really good results.
And speaking of bad races, the next track is the Austrian Grand Prix, the Red Bull Ring, arguably my favourite track on the calendar, my favourite track of all time. How do you feel about Red Bull Ring? Is it a track you're strong at, or are you going to have to put in that bit of extra work?
I need to put in quite a bit of work because I know it's one of Milt's favorites, and it's just a track that I haven't had the chance to drive at a lot, probably not as much as him. So I'm definitely going to have to practice to try and keep up the performance.
And a question actually suggested by a viewer of the stream. You drive in the ACC series as well. I was asked, the question was, how is it different going from the ACC race over to the Skippies of the season? How does that change your approach going in to both practice and race?
It's quite different because obviously the car feels completely different. There's no ABS in the Skippy. It's a lot more sensitive also on the throttle. I guess the important thing is to practice a little bit beforehand, before the day, in order to kind of change tune your brain to the new car, because it's true that if you change from one to the other, especially on the braking, it can be quite a bit challenging, because you can't trail brake the same way. There's a lot of like couple differences. But otherwise, it's the same thing. It's practice, do a bit of setup, and then yeah, race on the day, hope for the best.
And it's tradition for the real drivers after winning at Monaco to belly flop into a swimming pool. As obviously this is the virtual Monaco, can we expect a video of you face planting into your bath if we're lucky?
You know what? I'll try and make that happen. I only have a shower though, so I don't know how we're going to make that happen.
You might have to go and borrow a inflatable pool.
I might be down for the champagne shower though. That maybe I can handle.
Oh, do the shoey, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, Darkius, congratulations on your win. I'm going to let you back up now. Could you ask if Ed is ready to be interviewed by me? Because I like doing it in chronological order. Because I'm smart.
Sure, I'll ask him. Thank you.
Congratulations on your win. Hopefully good luck for the next one.
Cheers.
So that was Darkius, your race winner. We might get a video of him face planting into a pool. I hope so. It'd be quite funny. Really, it'd be entertaining. I can tell you that much. So we're just waiting to see if Ed Costella is ready to come down. The second place finishing driver. I think he'll be pushed into the into second place in Drivers' Championship. And here he is. Hello, Ed, coming in second. How was your race?
Hey, Oski. It was pretty good. It was a little eventful, but managed to claw my way back up to second.
And the safety car being implemented tonight. How were you on the restarts? Was it were you quite quick off the line compared to drivers around you, or did you lose some time with them?
I think overall I probably lost a little bit of time. I was probably a little conservative, trying not to get, in a wreck. And so I think I gave a couple positions away. But yeah, so overall it was pretty good though.
And you're the returning champion of last season. I think you'll be in second place in the drivers' standings. You have 2 drop rounds as well in the series. Do you think it's going to be close between you and Darkius this season?
Certainly looking like it. Yeah, I think I was only 3 ahead before the race, and I don't know how the points shake out or how many points first gets over second, but yeah, he's probably going to be at least a few ahead. So it'll may come down to the end, make it exciting.
And the next race at Red Bull Ring, how are you feeling? Is it a track that you're knowledgeable about, or is it one that you're going to have to maybe put in a bit more practice for?
Definitely put a bit more practice for. I don't know if I've driven that before, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Awesome. I wish you luck for the future. To be fair, I've actually run out of questions. I had some written down, and we've gone through them. Congratulations on your second place, Ed. Hopefully, good luck for the next race. Maybe we'll see you come through for a win.
Fingers crossed. Thanks, Husky.
Thank you. I'll see you later, mate. So that was Ed Costella coming through for second place of the race. We're now going to drag down Jake the Snack, your third place driver. If Discord would want me to do that. There we go. Discord has finally let me do that. Hello, Jake. Third place, having to pretty much for the entire end of the race fend off lecherous Sloth. How was the race for you?
Oh man, this has been the best race of the season for me. I had so much fun racing Sloth at the end. I was dodging incidents left and right ahead of me. I am so proud of how I ended up today. I am so proud to get on the podium.
And the safety car, real safety car today. How was that? How was that in your perspective? Were you good off of the safety car restart, or did you lose time to the other drivers?
So I tried to be very conservative off of the safety car, and I'm glad I did, because it always seemed to be too wide into turn 1 ahead of me, and I had the option to pick the inside or outside lane in turn 1 on the restarts and just stick on the lane with the best momentum and gain myself some positions. I think I even got by Milt on the second restart doing that. So that strategy really, really paid out for me.
And you're back with lecherous Sloth today as well. I saw we were following it for quite a long time. I think when you watch the replay later on, you'll see that we were on you guys for quite a long time. Did you think that it was going to get past, or was it just a case of defend as much as I can?
Sloth definitely had the pace in some certain sections. I had, I think, 1 turn or 2 there where I was quicker. So I knew if he got by or side by side, it was third place gone. So I was doing everything I could to try to keep consistent, but that definitely slowed me down a little bit. So he was all over the back of me, and I am still sweating from that from that fight.
And one thing I do want to bring up, you're 4th in the Drivers' Championship at the minute. You are 2 points after the last race behind Suicidal Cookie. Where is your target for this season? Do you want to be maybe fighting up the front, or do you want to be heading up with the 3rd place trophy at the end?
I think in my wildest dreams, 3rd place on the podium for the Drivers' Championship would be amazing, but it's all about the Team Championship for me. I got to get Team Spectre their first season championship.
One thing I do want to come about and ask, we're now a couple of races into the season. You transferred over to Team Spectre from Kelvin at the end of last season. How is the differences now in the team that you've had 5 races to settle in? Are there many massive differences driving with Darkus as your teammate, or is it just business as usual?
There is a little bit more interaction in the garage, especially during the week. I didn't have a whole lot of communication with my teammate on my previous team, but Darkius will talk back and forth a couple of times throughout the week, and then we'll talk strategy and run lines together the day of the race. It's definitely been a great experience so far.
And my final question, actually I've got 2 more questions left. I like that. Red Bull Ring, next track, how is it for you? Are you confident going in, or are you a bit uneasy about the track?
Oh, I'm definitely feeling a bit uneasy. I have never run that track in any racing sim ever. I've only seen the races on TV and on YouTube, so wish me luck. I'm going to need it.
And the final question actually comes around to ACC, which you race in as well. How is it different going from ACC? I believe you drive the Lamborghini in ACC for some of the races. How is it different between going from GT3 to Skip Barber? How does your sort of look going into the race weekend change, if at all?
So I'm definitely not as competitive in the ACC league. So I definitely have a different mindset of consistency rather than speed going into ACC. I also always have to seem to retrain my brain that I don't have anti-lock brakes on the Skippy. So I always have to be super duper careful with the brake pedal the first couple of laps in practice. But other than that, racing's racing.
Racing is racing at the end of the day. Thank you for coming and speaking with me, JK. Congratulations on your 3rd place. Good luck for the next race. Maybe we'll see you back on the podium again.
Thanks, Husky. I'd love to do seat too.
I think everyone would, especially your team manager. Obviously, the more podiums, the further away from the Penguins you guys get. Currently leading the team championship at the last race. I'm not sure about now. I think you still will, but obviously you guys finishing ahead of both Penguins cars, so it might even be Season 3 Teams Champion Spectre Racing. That just depends on you and Darkius, doesn't it?
It does, but we're shooting for it.
Okay, thank you for coming to speak to me, Jacob. I'll drag you back up now. Congratulations on your 3rd place. Good luck
Thanks
for the
again.
next race.
Thank you.
So that was Jacob the Snack, your 3rd place finishing driver. Join me in 2 weeks' time for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring on the Skip Barbers. Next week, next Sunday, join me for the first race of the Racing Pals Assetto Corsa Competizione series at Brands Hatch. New series, new cars, new drivers will be taken to the track in the GT3 series run by Racing Pals. And from me and everyone at Racing Pals, I've been Husky. That has been the Monaco Grand Prix and the Skip Barbers from Racing Pals. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.